Okay, so now we're dealing with a control device called handcuffs. Obviously, 27 years in law enforcement, I got to expose to these tools quite a bit. Normally, there's the industry standards. There's two different handcuffs, both very popular with law enforcement and security services. One, it's a chain link. It's connected with a chain. One is a hinge. It's basically a solid handcuff. Both work just fine. Those pluses and minuses. You got better control with the chain, with the hinge handcuffs. You got less possibility of injury with the chain because it gives you a little bit more space between the wrists. This one, if you put this handcuffs on me, you're taking me to the hospital with my bad shoulders. So we're gonna use, as I said, the technique doesn't matter. I'm just showing you two different types. First of all, number one rule in law enforcement, in military or anywhere, I'm never gonna try to handcuff him looking him in the face. It's now going to be face to face. This is, chances are for anything to go combat is when there's a skin to skin contact. Boom. That's when normally the physical confrontation happens. So one indicator for me is going to be that he is compliant. Is turn around, put your hands behind your back, separate your feet, wider, wider. Why we're doing that? The reason is for him to do any moves. Now I just bought myself about a second or two because there's nothing he can do from this. He needs to bring his feet back to get in a balanced position and go. I'll take that half a second or a second anytime. Okay? Separate your hands, but keep them behind the back. Don't move. So the very low key is you want to still have control, but at the same time, if he's being very cool with me so far, so I don't want to start inflicting pain or using a pain compliance technique unless I have to, but I always want to keep a possibility of that if something happens. So I'm just going to control. It's called a wrist lock. I'm not applying any pain. You're perfectly comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
The difference is if he does anything else, then I'm going to start applying the technique. Place handcuff. Second handcuff. Searches whatever needs to be done. Double lock so it doesn't keep squeezing, and we're good to go. That's a very low key with a compliant subject. Those are the levels of obviously handcuffing techniques depending on his reaction. As I say, it's going to dictate, and we'll just show just a couple how, let's say, everything goes smooth to everything goes sideways. So the same thing, he's being cool. Hey, sir, turn around, put your hand behind the back, separate your feet, wider, wider, wider. I'm going to use it on this side so it faces the camera. Let's say I'm going for this technique, and this is all of a sudden he decided to resist. So from here, we're going to apply this twist lock. I'm going to use this hand like I'm trying to put it in my pocket. It goes right here. I'm going to make a nice circle. I'm going to drive it to the ground all the way. Go flat, go flat, go flat, go on your belly, go on your belly. Don't move. Hand out as like an airplane. Palm up. There you go. Cross your feet. And then we'll go cuffing technique from here. So from here, we're doing the same thing. Are you okay? The shoulders okay?
Mm-hmm.
We cuff this. Just check here real quick for weapons. I'm not even searching. I'm just making sure that I'm not bringing the second hand somewhere where the weapon can be. Give me the second hand. Slow. Then we're gonna stand them up. Same rotation is, when I tell you, I'm gonna roll you and you're gonna sit on your butt. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go. Go. Put your right foot under your left foot, and we're gonna stand you up, rolling on that shoulder. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go. And that's basically using handcuffing technique in a situation when initially he was fine, and then he decided to be combative. As I said, there is 4 or 5 different cuffing techniques that we can offer depending on your preferences. There's no real right or wrong way to do that. It's just different methodology, that's all. Thank you.